Good morning, Around Town Dumpster Rental. It's your friend Uncle Garrett here, hauling some dumpsters today. We haven't uploaded this YouTube channel in quite a while, and we've just been real focused on running our business, not creating as much YouTube content as what we would like to do. But I am trying to focus more on dumpsters in 2026. We have 2 employees now working for us in junk removal, so I am about 90% off of that truck, which allows me a lot more time to focus on roll-off dumpsters, as well as sales opportunities and networking with strategic business partners. So that's our big goal for 2026 in terms of roll-offs. One other thing we're looking at doing is licensing as a contractor for demolition. We've noticed that there are some real good opportunities for demolition jobs throughout Phoenix compared to junk removal. So there's a few hurdles you got to jump through to get your license, but that's another big goal for us. So making some big moves right now in the wintertime. It is a little slower for us overall, but believe it or not, we had all of our dumpsters. We had 12 dumpsters rented out over the weekend. Plus we had to rent out a dump trailer because somebody had a project that needed a 10 or 15 yard dumpster, and so we had a 15-yard dump trailer we can make available, but we hadn't driven that thing for what, 6 months, so it was good to get it rolling again and delivered. But anyhow, got a few dumpsters today on the schedule. I'll take you with me and show you what's going on. First step is get one of these things emptied, and this dumpster we actually used for a junk job, a garage clean out yesterday, so it should be pretty light. This thing weighed 780 pounds, 4/10 of a ton, 40 bucks. So I'm driving a rental truck right now because our Ford pickup went down again. It's the 3rd month in a row. So for the last 3 months, we've had some pretty significant repair bills on our Ford dually pickup, which has been Old Faithful for the last 3.5 years. Really no major issues, and we've replaced a lot of parts, but no engine problems is what I'm trying to say. But we've been dealing with injector issues, and I haven't been brave enough to do it myself yet, but I think we're coming to a point where we're just gonna replace all of them ourselves. That's our next step. Tell you what, we got big love for the people here at the North Gateway transfer station. Some of the nicest, friendliest people. We've been coming here, what, 4.5 years or something like that? And there's been a lot of staff turnover in that amount of time, but just a lot of really cool people. All right, check this out. This is Captain.
Y'all dealing with G, man. The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. Make sure y'all check him out if y'all need y'all stuff trunk removal, baby.
That's right. First dumpster emptied. We're going to go deliver this now to a repeat customer. This will be the 2nd dumpster they've got from us in the last month. They're a company that puts on races, like running races, all over the country, and they have these semi-trailers that come back, I guess, once or twice a year with like old inventory and merch, and so they have to get rid of it and clean out these semi-trailers. So they've used us a couple times now. This will be the 2nd time. And anyways, so gonna go drop that off and then go pick up one from the cemetery. Well, this windshield is filthy. I'm gonna have to wash this truck today. It is dirty. right, let's get this thing set down. Got plenty of space. We moved our tarp button up to here. I don't know if I showed you that in the last video or not, but pretty handy. First dumpster dropped off. Time to go head to the cemetery. Something that I've gotten the habit of doing each time I drop off a dumpster is I actually open up my Google business profile and take a photo using the Google business, the Google Maps app, and then mark it with any kind of information I want. Supposedly that helps for SEO. So, little tip for the day from Uncle Garrett. Let's head to the cemetery. So I have a marketing question for you guys. What's your most beneficial format of marketing? Is it everything? Is it show up anywhere people look? I think those are both right, but I wonder about things that are like guerrilla marketing, like yard signs, door hangers. Do you find those beneficial for your dumpster company or whatever line of work you're in? We've experimented with yard signs, and I'm trying to put out a couple hundred yard signs a month. But do you find that there's a certain quantity that you have to put out in order to get a saturation or a return? In our market, in parts of Phoenix, the signs get stolen really fast. Some neighborhoods, some areas, you might have them out for a month or two. Others, maybe only a day or two. So, you know, what's the cost per yard sign? Maybe $4. Maybe $3 if you're lucky. Some smaller yard signs with one color, one side, you might be able to get away with $2.50 a yard sign. So what do you find as like a beneficial strategy when it comes to that sort of marketing? I'd love to hear feedback in the comments. I just drove past one of our yard signs. It's good to see it's still up after 2 weeks. That's positive. A dirty windshield. Welcome to the National Memorial Cemetery. Let's just say up here. I don't know how many of you guys have dropped dumpsters off at cemeteries, but it's not what you think. So the reason why we have roll-off dumpsters here is once a year there's a real special thing called Wreaths across America, where wreaths are placed on veterans' graves. And when it comes time to clean those wreaths up after the holidays, in mid-January, they reach out to local roll-off dumpster companies to donate their dumpsters. And last year we participated, this year we did as well, and we donated 2 20-yard dumpsters. So, we feel proud to be a part of it, and it's one thing that we are able to do to give back to our veterans. So, we have one dumpster here now that we need to get picked up and go empty it. This dumpster is a bit full. It's about 2 feet over the top. Let's get it picked up. That's a lot of wreaths. So the gal who coordinated this from Wreaths Across America, she said they had over 1,000 more additional wreaths this year compared to last year. And fewer roll-off dumpster companies participated this year. Last year when we drove around the cemetery, there was probably a half a dozen or more companies, roll-off companies, that had donated dumpsters. This year, it was us, and I saw one other company. There might have been more, but I only saw one, and that was Arizona Roll-Off Services. So shout out to you guys for participating. I think this is a simple way that we can give back to our community and to our veterans. So I'm really proud to be a part of it, and I definitely look forward to doing it again next year. It's something that we donate our time and resources to, and it actually costs us money, right? Fuel, time, equipment, dump fees, but it's like not a lot compared to what value it gives back to the veterans. So I'm glad to be a part of it. Let's go get this unloaded, and then we're gonna drop it off. We were talking about marketing earlier. You want to see something pretty impressive from a local company who has absolutely blown up over the last 5 years. Consistent, hard work. Check this out. All right, it's gonna be off to the right. Couple more seconds. Check out this billboard. Huge respect for Kyle and the whole team at Junk Rescue. I had the chance to meet one of their drivers for their 40-yard roll-off trucks, which they just started in the last 3 months, and it's incredible what they're accomplishing right now. Just nothing but love and respect for you guys. Good work. Setting the standard, leading the way. It's pretty impressive. Yeah, and who are we all competing against, right? We're competing against Waste Management, Republic, Area, Weinberger, at least in the Phoenix market. These are some of the biggest names. The city of Phoenix, they don't charge enough. It's crazy. Hard to compete with the government when they're subsidized by everything else that they charge for. But we're able to deliver on service. We're able to receive a text message and show up same day or next day. And those big companies just can't do that. So that's who we're competing against. So how much do you think a 20-yard dumpster over full of wreaths weighs? This one's 2,600 pounds. This guy's pulling it pretty tight with us. Oh my gosh, why are you doing that, buddy? Scoot over. Ay, ay, ay. Sometimes I wonder if it'd be better to have double doors on the dumpster. You know, 2 4-foot wide doors that latch in the center, have hinges on both sides. It seems really convenient for at the dump, right? People pulling too close and you need 8 to 9 feet on your passenger side to swing that full-size door open and get it latched, and then have to close it after. And oftentimes people just pull in way too close. So the other thing is, like in shorter driveways, if you have a full-size door, you have to keep that dumpster 8 to 10 feet off of the eave of the house. Depending on the height, sometimes you just off the garage door, but some of these driveways are only 20 feet long. And you know, if you have a 14-foot dumpster plus an 8-foot door, that's 22 feet long. That puts it into the sidewalk potentially, which is against the law. You're blocking the sidewalk. And sometimes you just can't even drop it off with a trailer system. So I see the advantage sometimes of having those partial, or you know, the half-size doors where they latch in the center. I realize they're not as strong, but there might be a convenience component to it that's worth it. Just got to my next stop. There's a gated alleyway here. I gotta drop it 4 houses in from the end. Here we go. Gated alley program. Well, made it back in here. Smells like chicken noodle soup in here. I don't know why. It's kind of weird. Someone's cooking or some grass smells like something. It's a little narrow in here. Get her done. So, I believe this is the customer's house because he mentioned the shed and the electrical pole. So, I'm thinking this is a good spot. Set it down right here. Well, it's not the first time we've pulled a dumpster down an alleyway, but it's the first time I've seen the locked alleyways. It's pretty cool. A lot of times these are full of trash. They're well overgrown. It could be homeless people camping out in them. Who knows what you're gonna step on or drive across. So I think it's a good idea they have these gates put up on some of these common alley. Like, look at this one. Directly across the street, no gate. What do you see? Illegal dumping, couches, trash, who knows what else. Alrighty, we're off to pick up the next dumpster. And this is our last roll off of the day, according to what I see on our schedule right now. There may be one more that jumps in, but this one is in a gated community in a high-end area, very affluent community called DC Ranch. And it's for a tile company that's remodeling 2 bathrooms. So we are going to go pick that up. What a contrast. Go from dropping a dumpster in an alleyway in Glendale to DC Ranch. Super high-end neighborhoods, very affluent community. I love being able to drive around and see the different areas where we get to work. It's just fascinating seeing all the different ways that people live. We appreciate all of our customers. Pretty nuts seeing some of these properties. Just huge wealth. It's pretty incredible. Let's go see what's going on with this dumpster. They got all the stuff in it they wanted to. They said it'd be ready for pickup. It's a real narrow driveway. Let me show you. Cars on both sides, mailbox. Squeeze in here and pick this dumpster up. Now it's on lumber. To move this truck to shut the door. It's a cool front door on the house. Oh yeah, looks pretty good. All right, door is shut, truck is moved. Let's pick her up. All picked up, kept it on the lumber. It's good to go. Looking heavy though. I can tell by the way these tires look when they start squatting. And look at this front axle. Let's be careful going around corners with that. Like this sharp corner pulling out of the driveway. Yeah, these are definitely heavy. You guys ever wonder who lives in these homes? Like, are these people who inherited wealth? Are they business owners? Do they work for the government? Are they like high-level C-suite executives? What do they do? Athletes? I don't know. Makes me wonder though, for sure. There's some significant wealth. All right, just rolled across the scales. A little bumpy right there. 8,100 pounds, so a little over 4 tons. Yeah, definitely not light. And I'll have to check the customer's invoice, make sure I build them enough in advance. Otherwise, it's always good being able to send another bill, and we'll get it dropped and probably call it a day. It's only half full and weighs over 4 tons. Wow. Hard to believe that's just from 2 bathrooms. Must be a lot of concrete in there. All right. That's gonna be a wrap on the video for today. Need to put some time into cleaning the windshield on this truck, give it a bath, and start working on the Ford. Try to figure out what's wrong with it. Does it make sense just to go ahead and replace all the injectors and the wire harnesses and move on? Or maybe it's just a simple sensor or something. We gotta troubleshoot tonight and over the next few days, start getting it put back together so I can get that back on the road. It's expensive having additional trucks on insurance. So time to repair that and move on with our day. But appreciate you watching. We'll try to make more content for the dumpster channel this year, and keep an eye out for our demolition content. That should be coming over the next few months. So pretty excited about that and where we're headed as a team. So all good things. Thanks for following the journey. All the best to you.